My name is Kailey Kluge. I am an International Area Studies major in her third year, and I am going to Russia on the Boren scholarship. When I first met with Rachel Weinrich at the Writing Center, I sort of expected it to be an appointment about the grammar and mechanics of my essays, and then it turned out that it was much deeper than that. I remember she asked me, "Why do you love Russia?" And I was sort of overwhelmed. I was it's like trying to explain why you like the taste of coffee, you know? And it led me to sit down and just write for 2.5 hours. Just why did I love Russia? And it really helped me to sort of think about what led me to my passion, what did my passion mean to me, and what could it mean to other people in the future. I can write essays forever. I can spend days and days and days editing and editing over and over the same essays. So working on an essay of this personal and professional importance was very frustrating at times. But I realized at first I was sort of going at it I need to work on this all the time for hours and hours and hours, and eventually I got so burnt out and I realized it was much more efficient to work on the essay for small blocks of time and then sort of go back to it after a couple days. Strangely enough, learning that the application process was really a process, because going into it I thought, okay, I'll write two-page essays, get some letters of recommendation, fill out the form, and I'll be good to go. But when I actually got into the application, it was way more intense than that. I realized that it was very personal to me, and I realized, as smart as I was and as passionate as I was, you are up against a lot of other applicants. And although the numbers didn't really scare me, I realized that because of that, I needed to make my essays unique, and I needed to make my essays sound like they were a person and not just an essay. Number one, I would say, don't be afraid to reach out to faculty. Something that I really learned from this entire process was that faculty are there to help you. I remember after my Boren faculty review committee was finished, I sent out an email to all the faculty members thanking them and also asking them, will you review future drafts of my essays? And all of them, even the ones that I didn't know, because I ended up knowing 2 of them, said yes, of course, yes, and they gave me great feedback. I'm going in September 2013 to study abroad in St. Petersburg with the CIE Russian language program. I'm going to be there until the end of May, and then when I finish that, I'm going to come back to the US for a week or 2 to get a work visa, and then I want to go back to Russia to work in Moscow. Ideally, I would love to work at the US Embassy in Moscow as an internship, but if not, I would be happy to work with an NGO or a think tank.